Hey everybody, welcome to Bible Action Math 1.2G, the power of a quotient rule of exponents, and the widow's olive oil from 2 Kings chapter 4. This is part of a college algebra series that has $50 prizes available on Saturdays. According to OpenStax, if you have A and B that are real numbers, where each one has a location on the number line, and n is an integer, it could be 4, 5, 6, 0, -2, -8, then the quotient A divided by B, that fraction or quotient all raised to the n power gets the n distributed to the A, which is the numerator, and the B, which is the denominator. And this reminds me of the story from 2 Kings chapter 4, which says, "Now the wife of a member of the company of prophets, or sons of the prophets, cried to Elisha, your servant, my husband, is dead, and you know that your servant feared the Lord, but a creditor has come to take my 2 children as slaves." Elisha said to her, "What shall I do for you? Tell me, what do you have in the house?" She answered, "Your servant has nothing in the house except a jar of oil." He said, "Go outside, borrow vessels from all your neighbors, empty vessels, and not just a few." And this is from New Revised Standard Version. "Then go in and shut the door behind you and your children and start pouring into all these vessels. When each is full, set it aside." So she left him and shut the door behind her and her children. They kept bringing vessels to her, and she kept pouring. When the vessels were full, she said to her son, "Bring me another vessel." But he said to her, "There are no more." Then the oil stopped flowing. She came and told the man of God, and he said, "Go sell the oil and pay your debts, and you and your children can live on the rest." And then we have New International here and the interlinear here also. And there it's called Elisha multiplies the widow's oil. Who is over here has nothing. It's just N. Here all is call. So the oil was somehow distributed to all these vessels, and it kind of like drips down. It was dripping into the jars. Vessel basically means jar in this context. So this formula is easy to remember if you think about oil dripping. And last time we talked about bread being distributed like that. And now we're talking about oil dripping like and being distributed like that. So let's do a couple. 2 over 3. 2 is a real number. 3 is a real number. To the power of 2. 2 is an integer. This is the same as 2 squared over 3 squared, which means 2 times 2 over 3 times 3, which is 4 over 9. So 5 over 3 to the -2. 5 is a real number, 3 is a real number, -2 is an integer. Remember, with the negative power, you would flip this to get the reciprocal, and then you can distribute the exponent like oil, and you get 9 over 25. So let's take a look at a couple more. 1/4 to the -5 power is the same as 4 over 1 to the 5th power, which is 4 to the power of 5 over 1 to the power of 5, which is also the same as just 4 to the power of 5, which is 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. And 4 times 4 is 16. 2 times. 16 times 16 is 256. And 256 times 4 is 1024. All right, we'll just leave a couple more here like that. We'll call that number 4 and number 5. And everybody be safe. We'll talk to you later.